Hello, once again, Michael Reid here from Premier Martial Arts and the Academy of Qigong and Internal Studies. We're working off of Section 4. This is more of a Level 2 video. We worked on Section 4 last time. We worked on the beginnings of the section, all right, which is, if you think about it, is also going to be a lot to do with things that we do in other parts of the form. So the press the chicken, spread its wing, and move the flower, grasp the stem are two predominant motions that you see throughout the motion. So take that instruction that you had the last time, particularly for newer AQIS students, and propagate that throughout the form of what you're doing. Today I want to add on a couple of different postures so that we can continue on through the movement of the form. And then I do believe that Master Rickson, for the Level 2 students, is going to do the first interactive class out of her house and coming to you. So be on the lookout if you're a Level 2 student for that email from her, and then sign up. Right now, we at the school are going to test out our Zoom capabilities, and I'm believing that we're going to probably do our very first lessons on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to that, but I want to make sure we have it tested out, and we'll get some emails out. All right, so Section 4. As we were working through this, we had purple sparrow through its scissors tail, we had shut the door, push the moon, we had precious chicken spreads its wings, move the flower and grasp the stem, from behind the head, raise the crown. And let me talk about that quite briefly. When we do from behind the head, raise the crown, there's a geometric practice taking place here. The square supports the circle, and the Bagua symbol, if you think about it, is two squares, one on this plane and one on that plane. Okay, so the reason why that's important, some of you have heard me talk about this before, but for those who have not, let's just quickly go over that, is that where the change takes place, or the points of where the change takes place, is on the corners. Okay, so if I'm fighting and doing something, the entry positions, which are on the corners, or where I am successful or not successful, or in terms of defense or in terms of attack. Okay, so part of what's taking place when I'm doing this motion, right, is I'm building the square frame as it relates to the body on that particular plane. Okay, so from behind the head, raise the crown, 1, 2, sink, 3, and then over and down. Except for in this case, when we do this, as we come over, the hand comes up and we do trace the candles across the sky. From there, press the chicken, move, spread its feathers, press its wings, move the flower, grasp the stem. We are now moving into the next part. This is called Black Dragon entwines the waist. Your left foot steps up and the body rotates back, and then you spin your hands, left hand high, right hand low, and you pull in. The key to doing this motion once you have done the movements is that your spine is the axis by which you're rotating, okay? Now for those who've been doing more advanced Qigong, this is more of a thought for level 3 and above, this is how you're generating the energy. This is how you're working and improving the electromagnetic flow in the body that's working with your oxygenated blood, okay? So the capability of the body twisting and turning and the spine rotating and then all these things creating a siphon or a pump is how the energy rolls through. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But if you're further along and this makes more sense to you, make sure that you employ this into your practice, okay? So from this position, here and here, I step across, 1, 2, and then 3, right? Once again, across, spin the back, and up you go. This is called take a step, okay, and fix the saddle, all right? When I do this, my hands are in a vertical position, so we're on square planes. My weight is to the right, and then from there, I'm going to take a step and brush the shirt, although we don't step. So I'm going to lean out to the right, my hand will push down, and this hand will go in, all right? And that's where I'm going to leave it from a new material standpoint, okay? Because I think that that's probably enough. So picking up in the second part of Section 4, for our purposes, after we trace the candles across the sky, the precious chicken spreads the wing, move the flower, grasp the stem, Black Dragon entwines the waist, take a step and walk the horse, or fix the saddle, walk the horse, take a step, rush the shirt. So this just comes straight down and out, okay? So movement-wise, play with that, see what you think. There's still a lot more details that we can go into, but right now, in the beginning, if we have too many details, we can't do the form. The most important thing in this movement is learning to turn the spine. When you connect your body to your spine, In the beginning, it looks a little cumbersome, right? Like, but then it allows you to what? Move much quicker with what you're doing, all right? Terima kasih, aloha, one love.